Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will talk about 10 things you might want to know about nuclear weapons. Some people argued that he could not be trusted with the nuclear codes. Can these massive mass destruction weapons be trusted at the hands of an unstable leader? Here is 10 things you might wanna know about nuclear weapons. Number 10. Nuclear weapons were only used twice, excluding the tests in the history. Nuclear weapons were only used twice and they were both used against Japan by the United States. The US Army Air Force dropped a uranium gun-type fission bomb with the name of Little Boy over Hiroshima. Only 3 days later, Army Air Force dropped a plutonium impulsion type fission bomb code named Fat Man over Nagasaki. 2 lakh civilians and military persons have lost their lives from acute injuries sustained from the explosions. Number 9. They were tested over 2000 times after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Nuclear weapons have been detonated on over 2000 times only for basically to see how they work and how much damage they can deal. Some claimed it caused damage in the environment around the testing site. Number 8. For the most countries, only the president can give the order for a nuclear strike, even if the country is in war and all the military generals think that nuclear is the best way to go. They still have to get that order from the president in most of countries. This is because they are simple too dangerous for any military person, it seems. Number 7. You can defend against them. You don't need a huge shield covering the city to defend against weapons that can lead to millions of people death. But as dangerous as they seem, most of the nuclear missiles any superpower in the world have can be hit mid-air before hitting the target city. That is called missile defense system. And the United States, Russia, China, India, Pakistan, Israel, and France have all developed it. These systems can defend a whole continent. Number 6. A 42,000-pound hydrogen bomb accidentally fell from a plane in 1957. Yes, this really happens, and it was not the only accident involving nuclear bombs or them falling off a plane. This one happened near Albuquerque, New Mexico. The detonation of the device's conventional explosives destroyed it on impact and formed a crater 25 feet in diameter on land. Number 5. They might be preventing war. Number 5. They might be prevent wars. Some people argued that nuclear weapons actually prevent wars. This view argues that nuclear weapons successfully deter all-out war between states. This idea can be supported with the fact that they succeeded in doing this during the Cold War between the US and Soviet Union. This is called the stability-instability paradox. Number 4. Some argued that aliens sabotage nuclear weapons. A group of people who believes aliens use among us. They also believe that this is one of their main objectives and they started visiting us more since we developed these weapons because they were afraid we should destroy our own habitat. Some other also say that we actually got the technology from them but turned it into a weapon. Number 3. Between 1940 and 1996, the US spent $8.8 trillion on nuclear weapons program. Not only the US but most of the states spent huge amounts of money on developing them. US spent only 610 millions on actually making the weapons. Most of the money was spent on delivery system. Some argued that starvation in the world could have ended with that amount of money instead of developing weapons to kill millions. Number 2. If a nuclear war broke out, it could create a minutes cooler than ice age. Scientists estimate that a nuclear war could create 150 million tons of smoke to create a massive cloud in the atmosphere, blocking the sunlight. After such a war like that, the earth could be non-habited not only from the radiations but from the winter and lack of sunlight, which we depend on the grow out crops. Some scientists also say that it could return life on Earth back to microscopic levels. See, number 1. They can hit a target 1000 miles away from the launching point at just 4 minutes. This is how advanced the missile technologies has become. If a nuclear war broke out, since most of the nuclear policies are based on striking back when got hit, the earth could be non-habitat in 90 minutes. By the way, 1000 miles in 4 minutes seems like money well spent. 8.8 trillions or not. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thanks.